and boom, I'm ham boning you. Boom. It is National Signing Day today, and Colorado seems to have themselves a little bit of a haul, but a little bit of a big time flip on the. They lost a USC player, but to be honest with you, again, like I said, a decent haul. They're currently ranked 37th in the nation. We're going to go through what they got done in the haul. We're going to talk about the player that flipped, see where he's going, USC, and then just, maybe look at some of the film at some of the new official additions to goddamn Colorado football team. If you're enjoying these footballs, if you're enjoying football coverage, football videos, college football, like it, subscribe, hit that bell icon. Let's hop right into it. So just reading the full class of officially signed individuals. We have Julian Lewis, 5-star. I will say this. He is not a 5-star officially. He was a 5-star at one point. I know he reclassified, and apparently that switched some things up. So 4-star quarterback Julian Lewis, regardless, a 4-star is pretty great. 4-star offensive line Chauncey Gooden. You got Carday Smith. You got Quanell X, Farrakhan, wide receiver. I hope I pronounced that right. Adrian Wilson, 4-star wide receiver. I mean, just adding up to that nice wide receiver room. 4-star defensive line Christian Hudson, linebacker Montrez Walker. You got edge, I'm assuming, London Merritt, and then DB Antonio Branch for the 4-stars, and 3-stars you got Jay Gardenhine, Quentin Gibson, he's a beast out of Texas, Corbin Lazier, Zane D'Souza, and Alex McPherson. So looking at a peek at here, like I said, they are number 37th, and like this tweet says, they are 4th in the Big 12. When it comes to their ranking class, this is not bad. Look, for a team that doesn't apparently get anybody out of the dang dong dibbly, high school, they seem to be doing a decent job at it. And just like you talk about the teams that are above them, these are a lot of teams that don't have more 4-stars, and they have no 5-stars. So when you talk about the concentration of what they have, they don't have as many pure numbers, but you know what they finna do in the transfer portal. You know how that's gonna go. But like, you have to go. This is 37. You don't have anybody with more 4-stars until you get to Kentucky at number 29 at 10, almost 10 more spots. So I think this is not a bad spot to be in, especially this is I believe, I know this is National Signing Day, and this is what it is, but there's kids that sign late and switch and blah, blah, blah. Like, I mean, y'all remember even what happened with Cormani McClain. I mean, that's a channel favorite here. He had a whole situation where he didn't sign on National Signing Day. So I'm sure there's going to be some stragglers. But right now, it's looking like a decent little situation here for Colorado. Not a lot of numbers like typical, but I feel like a lot more numbers than last time, because they're kind of competing even when it comes to totality with even some of these bigger schools. And with the transfer portal, they should be A-okay. They haven't lost a lot to the transfer portal. So let's get into it. Here is, sorry, I said lineman. It is a cornerback, Alex Graham, that was lost to the transfer portal. He says, God's plan, fight on. Now, this was a 4-star cornerback, and I think this is very it hurts, but I don't think it's the end of the world, right? I think it's important to note that this is what would add a lot of depth in a position that I think Colorado is still trying to mature. You still have Colton Hood, even when Travis Hunter being gone, right? So you're going to have a bit of experience and talent, because Colton Hood gets after it. So hopefully just adding onto that, bolstering that, adding more depth is always going to be positive for a football team. So especially if you're somebody of the likes of USC, a 6'1", 185 cornerback, out of Detroit, Michigan. So he's one of them dudes, right? When you have a dude from Michigan going to the USCs or Colorado, right? It's one of them dogs that attracts a lot of attention there, that 4-star. So it's good to see from him. But a 6'1", 185 guy, he's that new flavor of cornerback. He can be a little more physical, right? It kind of, Cormani McClain-ish. I hate to keep bringing him up, but for a good reason. When you talk about arranginess, when you talk about length, when you talk about having a decent amount of size. So it's something that you don't want to see go. But at the end of the day, it is what it is at the end of the day. So shout out to USC, and let's see where USC ranks. Oh, here it is, Alex Graham. So he was 51% to Colorado. He was committed to Colorado. Everybody had him going to Colorado. He's an 88.91. Oh, he's a 3-star. I thought he was a 4-star. What's up? Well, how do they do these stars, man? He was 14th. Oh wow, USC has a 14th ranked class. Okay, now it says it has a 33 ranked class. What? Somebody find USC. Somebody find USC. They should be 17th. Yeah, okay, they're 13th. So they are 13th with 2 5 stars. I mean, USC is going USC. Hook 'em horns. We're here at number 1, and we are going to do a general overall, what's it called, a signing day video as well, because that's where the goodness is, right? You got to make that happen. But just to recoup, that's who they lost. But let's get back into the positive. Look, they lost somebody, right? Who cares, right? What about some of the dogs they got, huh? How about 4-star offensive lineman? What's his name? Mr. Charles Hudson? Christian Hudson. He's a big, bad, big boy, big dog. See him shoot the gap there. I love to see a defensive lineman. I don't know who filmed this, Christian, but I'm not sure if they were your friend. I think they just they stole your huddle, but. Regardless, we're not going to be here long. Here he is playing nose tackle, just moving bodies, interrupting, getting good penetration and knowing what he's doing there. And I love this play here. Do you see him cross face? You see him come 2 gaps. That was 2 gaps, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to the play. He crossed over 2 gaps. This is elite football. Head up on the nose, and you go across 2 gaps. Where's playback speed? You go across 2 gaps, right? 2 gaps. Go ahead. 1, 2, and you're here, and you're just taking up space, and boom. And you're not just gonna get shifty on me. I'm getting you. I got you. I'm hand boning you. That boy swaggy too. Back plate sticking out. What you gonna do here? More of a 3-ish technique here. Bang, press him up. Looks like you got some action here. You see, you can feel the play going his way. He sticks a club eye and gets a play, makes it happen. Here he is, lined up over the center again. Boom! Moving bodies, forks lifts him. Okay. Keeps his eyes open and just making plays and scraping things in a phenomenal way. You love to see it. Full speed here, or at least a little more faster speed here. Oh, he gets knocked down. He can feel it. Oh, he's playing offensive line. Hold up. Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah. Hey. You talk about 2. Oh, he blindsided him. He took it to the crib. He took it to the crib. You feel me? And then he took it to the crib. You know what I mean? Nice. I mean, free. Oh! He almost forced a sack. That's nice. Little pass back down. Come on, man. You got squeeze that. You feel me? All right, here he is in center again. Boom. Oh my goodness. He just gets down on the grind and gets active. I like this guy. I like this. Ooh. Replace the gap, gets movement, hands on, and stops him behind the line. Let me stop. I'm having too much fun. I'm silent. He's a baller, okay? I like that kid. Here it is. Quanell X Farrakhan. They call him X. I just made that up. But I'm sure they just call him X. Here he is. He's a wide receiver, a 4-star out of Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, if y'all don't know, Deion coached in Texas. So Texas is, if you play CB25, that's like a pipeline state for him. And look at him get loose. Oh yeah, he's gonna be one of them. What it seems like punt returner, you know what I'm saying? Dirty work type route runner. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing so far. I'm seeing somebody who's gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying, change directions quickly, see the field well, and maybe do a lot of things, man. He's got the long speed too. Oh, he's a big boy, huh? Was he 6 something? Oh, direct snaps too. He don't curve. Wait, he's 6'2", something, 6'2", 6'3". Get it out there. Screen now. Gets on the outside. Sticks a foot out there. Not a foot, but a hand. Oh, man, think about it. Left him in his tracks. Throw it up to X. Give it to me. Boom, boom. Hey, he ain't afraid of a little bit of contact, son. A little screen on the outside, come back on the inside. He's looking. Look at the vision. Look at the field view. He's got burners, but he still keeps. Oh, we cut it there. But he uncorked one. Ooh, that's nice. That's real nice. That's how you do it, right? That's how you drop it in the place in the space. Shout out to Q too. Q got looks. Q kind of spinning it a little bit. So that's that dude. I do have more of him if we need to see more of him. And then here's our guys at DNVR Sports. They do a lot of good stuff.
Profiles.
They're here. They're gonna hear talk about Chauncey. I'm gonna shut my yapper while they talk about this big bad dog on the interior.
Chauncey Gooden. Mm-hmm. He's been committed to the Buffs for a minute. He's been recruiting for the Buffs for a minute. He was on that Julian Lewis visit back in June, And this is one of the most fun tapes I think we're going to watch today. This guy's got two-way abilities, toting the rock.
Yeah, I
In
was
the
just going to say,
backfield with it.
sign me up for an offensive lineman whose first two highlights is them carrying the football. And I mean that so seriously because
He's running the ball.
look at the athleticism on display here by Chauncey Gooden. Look,
Man, you think that Colorado fans? Oh shit! Man, that was live. We'll do it live. You think Colorado fans are insufferable now, dog? When you give them, and don't worry, I'm a Texas fan, so I'm the most insufferable. Hi, welcome to the place, welcome to the space. If you think they're insufferable now, you give them a goddamn 250-pound big boy, big bad, big
I remember
body. Put the rock in their
recruitment
hand,
going
see
back
what
to
happens.
last year of a offensive lineman, Jaquan McCroy. And when we talked to people internally while they were recruiting him, it was like, hey, look, this guy's got a lot of work to do physically before he's going to see the field in college football. That is not true of Chauncey Gooden. You watch this guy, you watch his athleticism, you watch his mobility, you watch the way that he just moves out there and how fluid he is, and you could see a path for him to get on the field very early at Colorado. Obviously, strength, always a big thing for these young offensive linemen coming in, but we saw Colorado and what they did with Jordan Seaton last year, from the time that he got to campus to the time that he was out there for week one, starting at left tackle. So that athleticism and just fluidity that you see from Chauncey Gooden on tape is really exciting to me.
Just a nasty ball player in terms of just physicality, finishing blocks. I mean, you do not want to see this young man pulling and trying to take your head off.
Nastiness. That's what I like. I think that's probably the most underrated thing about offensive linemen when we talk about it. Obviously big, beefy, you know what I'm saying, strong, yada, yada, yada. But an offensive lineman is a different type of psychopath, right? Someone who's just going to smash and keep smashing and keep going, right? There needs to be a bit of grit and a little bit of nastiness about him. Man, he seems to have not just nastiness. I think the modern offensive lineman, you know what I'm saying, is starting to become like the tight end. I need him to be a little weird, you know what I'm saying? Line up and be running back. Why not? He's at center for some reason. Like, do fun stuff. Love the game. You know what I'm saying? To do it in a nasty way, man. But hey, man, I think Colorado's going to be okay. I think they handled the business the way they need to handle it this signing day. I think they're going to be okay. I appreciate y'all watching these videos, checking us out. We're going to have another National Signing Day video coming up probably tomorrow. Just kind of recouping and recapping everything else that wouldn't have had happened. But y'all be phenomenal. Y'all be great. Like this video if you like it. Dislike if you don't like it. Subscribe if you enjoy college football content. Hit that bell icon. We'll see you next time.